I was watching Undisputed on my phone just a minute ago, and they was talking about the epic failure by the Milwaukee Bucks, but they didn't point out Coach Bud of the coverage, how to do an AC. PC, people want to understand. People that is a novel to the game. That's just so like some of these people in my comments that just look at stats and look at, man, how do one seed beat it? How one seed do an AC? They can break that down like these casuals in the comments. Not y'all, because y'all perfect. But y'all know the ones I'm talking about that don't know basketball in the comments. They want to understand, how can a 1 seed lose to an 8 seed in 5 games? Break this down. Like, what happened in this series? And the guy in the comments, shout out to you. I got his name. I'm gonna catch it, but he exactly right. And it made me bring up a bigger point. The Celtics last year lost to the Golden State Warriors, the smaller team, because Boston was bigger with Robert Williams, Al Horford, right? So they was the bigger team. Golden State was the smaller team, just Draymond and Looney. So they ended up winning because the drop coverage they played. Steph Curry, Marcus Smart is a MVP, the defensive player of the year. But why did Marcus Smart get cooked by Steph Curry? It's because when they set the hit, when Steph Big set the screen, he take his man out the picture, and then Marcus Smart Big, whether it be Robert Williams or Al Horford, especially Al, he wasn't stepping up, was getting smoked, but not stepping up. Robert Williams had to come out the game because he wasn't stepping up on that screen. You got the best shooter in the world with no contest. Just walk into any shot he want to, any jump shot he want to. Same thing happened in this Milwaukee series. Miami Heat ain't the best three-point shooting team, but that way that coverage play, and it's the reason why Boston was beating the brakes out of Milwaukee in the regular season. Because you have two bigs, because they put Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez is not stepping up. Bobby Portis don't even step up. You eliminate the guard that had Drew Holiday, even with Jimmy. Jimmy had a great series, but let's keep it 100. He wasn't going one-on-one off the dribble. All those points, it was drop coverage, and then Jimmy would come off that pick and roll screen with a lagging Brook Lopez out the picture with a late contest, wide open shot, jump shot. Gabe Vincent, same thing, coming into a walking shot, or you can walk them all the way to the basket. If they come up a little more farther than they're supposed to and don't trap it, then they're gonna walk you all the way to the basket for a layup. That's what happened. That's what happened in the NBA since that's why the Lakers, if y'all remember, that's why the Lakers, Kobe Bryant couldn't beat the OKC Thunders with Westbrook and Kevin Durant and James Harden no more, because they had Andrew Bynum and Paul Gasol. They was putting them in those actions, and they was in drop coverage, and they couldn't defend it. So it wasn't about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant averaged over 30. He was the leading scorer in that series. Averaged over 30 in that series when they got gentlemen swept by the OKC Thunder. It's just you can no longer play those 2 7-footers out there on the perimeter. That's LeBron James and them and Miami Heat and them changed the game. Oh yes, he did. He changed the game before Steph Curry changed the game on how teams defend. Steph Curry changed it in the way where everybody wants to shoot the 3 ball. He revolutionized the 3-point ball. But the way you play defense, because of this flow spread it, and just like last night, they took Brook Lopez out because they went 5 wins on that Jimmy Butler layup, where you would want a big, you want Lopez and Lopez on inbound and Giannis on it so he can jump and knock that ball away. But you had 6'4" Drew Holiday, 6'5" Connaughton, right? So so Jimmy was able to get the ball, jump over with a run to start. So that's how that works. Same thing would happen. Allah and Coach Bud come from the Popovich tree, I believe so. And Popovich is the same guy that took Tim Duncan out when Miami went real small and they kept Chris Paul. Chris Paul got that rebound and passed in the corner for that 3. So these coaches are losing their basketball minds. That's why I say Mike Bud's still a good coach. He just had a terrible series, and that coverage ain't gonna work. He could have made series adjustments, so I still blame it on him. But, and same way with Udoka. Udoka's still a good coach. He got hired by the Rockets, my hometown team. But that drop coverage lost them the series. It lost them. You're gonna get you asking for trouble if you play guys that can shoot. The Miami team, they got guard out of guard. They can shoot. They weren't a great offensive team in the regular season, but that coverage allowed them so many quality looks. Every time they come out, they get quality looks off that set. That's off that set. Same thing with Boston. I mean, the Ghost era last year, you get so many quality checks. All you can ask for is a coach run the set and get great quality looks when you play, not just one-on-one basketball. And then when they did play one-on-one, they let Jimmy go one-on-one. Everybody clear the flow. So it was still a bad coaching by Bud, but that reason that drop coverage killed them and destroyed them, lost that series. Same thing. You go back to the Lakers. You can go back on and on. Two bigs ain't gonna work in the NBA when you have a lot of guards. A lot of guard playing, a lot of guards that can handle the ball and shoot. That's what happened in Milwaukee. And I didn't hear the sports analysts dissect that series. And that's what a lot of casuals will want to hear. And a lot of people that's not familiar with the game, like I'm familiar with the game, or other people that's familiar with the game, they want y'all to come out and analyze that. But nobody came out and analyzed that in a real way to understand what happened in this series. And that's exactly what happened. You can go back from series after series from 10 years ago to now. The Lakers could not defend those three pick and roll players, KD, James, and Russell Westbrook, with those Paul Gasol and Andrew Bynum. That's what happened. Same thing. Just go back last year with Boston, like I said earlier. That coverage is going to lose you series. And small ball. That's why small balls work, because you can shoot them out the gym, and that's what happened. Boston got shot at the gym by Stephen Curry, by Klay Thompson, particularly Steph Curry, the Finals MVP, averaging over 30. So on 50% from the field, because you play Steph Curry like you try to play LeBron James. He's going to light your ass away. He had a 43-piece in that game 5, I believe, in Boston. I think the game 5 in goes. One of them. Y'all remember the game Steph Curry lit their ass up 40-something, lit them up for, like he had one of his greatest finals game ever in that game. That, I mean, it's gonna get you smoked every time. And especially like a team like Miami that plays defense, that gets stops. Miami is a team that gets stops, and they can play the same way how Golden State with Wiggins, Draymond, and Clay and Gary Payton. They can play defense and shut you down and force you into turnover. Just how Jimmy Butler and the Heat forced Milwaukee into turnover. And I look at it from their perspective, and that's why I'm like, that's why you should have won one big. You could have won with Giannis. You could have played Jay Crowder, Wesley Matthews, Chris Middleton at the 4. You could have played it that way, because you had Kevin Love out there. I mean, you weren't gonna lose rebound by that bad. So that's my boy texted me talking about I lost the bet. That's how I'm ending this video. That's what I thought about the series. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if I'm right or wrong about that drop coverage scheme. I think it got to get eliminated in basketball, or you want to lose. I haven't seen a team yet win a series playing that coverage. Miami was so great back in the day because they used to trap it, and they used to have Shannon Bailey come out and take away that big. They're trying to roll to the basket, and his man run, and Shannon Bailey get back, while the other men that got picked get back to his man. So you trap it real hard, and you have somebody come up and help take that roller. Somebody take that roller, and while he take that roller, Shannon Bailey can recover back to his man, while the roller get back to his man. That's the only way that shit works. Anyway, tell me what y'all think, man. Like, subscribe.